clearly not my auntie, the grainy photo shows a woman at the turn of the century with a floor-length skirt, a high-necked white lace shirt, and her hair teased out to the sides and piled neatly on top of her head. She's not smiling. She wears small round spectacles and looks like a governess or a teacher, and she was. She's holding a fine lady's bike. Auntie Min was actually my grandpa's auntie, making her my great-great-aunt. Despite her being 92 when I was born, I remember her. Just. And have always felt a kinship with her, particularly through cycling. A picture of me on my bike in 2006 shows a woman of similar age 100 years later. But the bikes are actually really similar, and both of these bikes helped us as women to have careers. Born in 1885, Minnie was from a family in Biggleswade in Bedfordshire. She was bright and energetic. She became a teacher, and she cycled to her teacher training from Biggleswade to Bedford on that bike, about 10 miles each way. This was in sort of 1905, that sort of time. God knows what the roads were like. I'm pretty sure that she was unusual in doing this as a woman at the turn of the century. Some people believed women shouldn't be riding bicycles at all at that time. The photo of her with her bike, she's written on the back, because it's a postcard, to her sister. How do you like this? I got them done for 2p each. Last year, my mother and I sat down to read through these postcards and letters of Minnie's. Minnie loved her job as a teacher. She loved children, and that's why I found one of the letters to her so tragic. Being a middle-class woman, when she decided to marry at 30, that was the end of her career. Women who married couldn't stay in the workplace. They had husbands and inevitable children to devote their lives to. The head teacher at Langford School, where she works, writes, "I am very sorry indeed to lose her from the staff of the school." But lose her they did. Teaching or marriage, there was no doing both. But most sad of all was that Auntie Min wasn't able to have children. I wondered to myself what she did all day while her husband was at work. Her brother became a prominent town councillor and was active in every area of public life in the town. Women didn't even have the vote, so this could never have been an option for the equally intelligent Min. Only in 1944 was she allowed to teach again. It was needed for the war effort, and suddenly her skills were in demand again. Jump to 2008, and I'm a 30-year-old woman. I'm cohabiting with my long-term partner. We're not and don't intend to get married, and we've got a 10-month-old daughter. All things Min would never have been able to do. I am ill. I have endless breastfeeding and other health problems. I have undiagnosed postnatal depression. I'm due to go back to work after maternity leave, and I buy a bike. A bike makes my complicated life work. I don't have to rely on the terrible transport black hole where I live. I can come and go as I please. I can get back from work in time to pick my kids up. The train would never get me there for the strange shifts I work. I am stressed and tired and miserable, but I ride with something in my mind that I heard once. Never forget this. Cycling has done more to emancipate women than anything else in the world. I have another child, and I tell myself everything will be different this time. Depression engulfs me again, and worse. This time when I go back to work, I buy an electric bike. And I love it like another child. Riding it makes me feel like a stingray gliding underwater. In these busy years, I write a Twitter diary about how my son and daughter are treated differently because one is a girl and one is a boy. I'm angry. I'm angry for them and I'm angry for me. My career stalls because I work part-time. I see my friends with male partners who don't help them with the kids, who carry the mental load, and I am furious. But it lifts slowly. My Twitter diary is a place where I meet like-minded people, and we share ways to challenge gender stereotypes that put our kids in boxes. We share lists of feminist kids' books and films. My partner starts to work part-time and do all the childcare while I go full-time and try to revive my career. What would Min have thought of that? A publisher offers us a contract for our diary to become a book, The Gender Agenda. And I am filled with a sense of achievement that these difficult years have actually been my greatest accomplishment. What would Min have done if she had been born when I was born? What will my great-great-niece achieve that I can't? So much, I hope.